Hello and welcome back to Dial H for Heroclix. I'm your host, Kalder and Ian. This episode, we're going to be chatting all about the updates in the world of Heroclix. This episode 541. Howdy, howdy. Let's get rowdy.
Do you really wanna click save?
Leadership,
Roll a six, make a move extreme.
token up,
Take an action from your team. I go straight to your start, hypersonic speed.
roll a 5,
Getting brave, hitting blades, claws, fangs.
KO,
Stick and move, click a few just to hit a stop. Need a 3 CCE on a flurry close.
tear your dials apart.
Once the timer starts, do you really wanna click save? What's going up must come down. Do you really wanna click save? Baby, you gotta find the word to soon become. You're the best, the judge is wrong, but you amplify the damage on. Roll your dice for initiative, son.
Dial H for Heroclix is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, where you can find cool stuff in stock every day, including all the latest Heroclix singles and sealed products. Make sure you check them out at CoolStuffInc.com. Use code DIAL5, DIAL5, for 5% off your Cool Stuff Inc. order. And if you want to get Heroclix straight from the source, you can go to shop.whizkids.com using code DIALH10 for 10% off your Heroclix order. That does not include iconics, certain promo items, and pre-orders. Joining me, like always, in the studio is Ian Eggleston. Ian, what's going on?
Yo, what's going on? I don't know.
Just do that the entire show.
Yeah,
Just-
I'm just doing laps around the microphone.
I'm so happy that not only do we have a hot tub in the studio, but that we do have a
A
360
Tesla racetrack,
Tesla racetrack in it. So you
so I can be obnoxious.
can, yeah.
Yeah.
What made you happy this last week, my man?
Oh man. Oh, I've sold my soul to Overwatch 2.
Wild. I
well-
did not expect it. Like, I knew the gaming and everything, but like Overwatch 2?
On it, you know.
I know you're being positive about it. This is actually surprising me a little bit.
Okay, so, but I sold my soul is probably a bit of an overstatement.
But you're enjoying it.
But
You're
yeah,
playing
you know,
Overwatch 2
playing
and
with
you're
your
having
buddies,
fun, yeah.
having fun. So like early on,
How
I mean,
dare you?
I know. Well, based on community response,
I mean, yeah.
But man, screw those losers. This is a fun
Dang.
game. Overwatch 1, I've never been like a diehard player. I was a Paladins player, so for anyone who knows what that is, yeah, I know. I was making a mistake. But Overwatch 1 was always
Yeah.
a good time. But then Overwatch 2 came out. I was like, oh, that sounds fun. And then I just heard only awful things about it. Just like, oh, it's so bad. The skins are so expensive. You know, they did this and that. And I was like, oh, why would I ever touch that? You know, there's no point in playing that game. It sounds awful. And then I found out it was free. And then, yeah, just downloaded it. And I don't know what the hate is for. It's a fun game. I'm enjoying it. Slay the Spire, I have officially beaten with every class again.
Oh, nice.
And man, yeah, that game is also just like so much fun. So yeah, it's really just been like, it's been busy at work, whatever, blah, 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 boring. So just kind of decompressing and just playing some video games. So Slay the Spire, you can pick that up right now for, I think it's like $7. If you haven't played that yet somehow, go play that. Like it's so good.
Yeah.
And Overwatch
Who on
2,
earth
if
hasn't
you're in
played
my
that?
camp, you know, I never gave it a shot because seriously, you remember when it came out.
Oh, I know. It was getting dogged on horribly. So I was just like,
Why?
oh, okay.
I need
Yeah.
to go back and read like what was wrong with the game. I know it's been out for a while, but it's fun.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
I started playing it, I don't know, it was a few months ago. Like, me and my sister and I started playing it. It was like, I think it was fun. Like,
Yeah.
I enjoy it.
I just don't get it.
Like, yeah,
so.
is it a horrible company? Absolutely. Blizzard's the worst. But, like,
Debatable.
debatable.
Man, Riot Games. Too,
Oh,
they-
Riot. Oh, sure. Yeah, okay. Yes.
They've
The
got
worst
their hands
isn't
pretty
fair.
dirty.
But Blizzard is, like, pretty bad sellout. Like,
I mean,
whatever, you know,
any
like,
company
you get into
that,
all that
you have products
nitty-gritty.
of really, I just,
Oh, yeah, I
I
mean,
hate that argument because it's
I
like
stand
you're
by
supporting awful people with
no
pretty
matter
much
what,
everything
with
you
my
own.
iPhone. So,
Yeah,
yeah. It's like, literally,
exactly.
yeah.
The car you drive.
Yep,
the
really.
Clothes you wear, probably. I mean, seriously. So there you go. Not to be
Wow. Look
incredibly
at us.
cynical.
Wow, look at us go.
You know, yeah, it's like you can choose
No,
not
but
to support things.
Overwatch 2 is actually seriously
Fine.
really fun. Like, some of the new character designs I don't care for, I'll be honest. Some of them just feel like fake. Like, I don't know, like really glossy
Like
and
uninspired.
fakey. Uninspired and just uninteresting, you know? Ramatra is who I've been playing when I play Overwatch 2. I haven't played in a few months, but like I really like how Ramatra like plays. I think he's like a really fun tank class, like a really different like way to play him.
The tanks just seem like broken. That's my one complaint.
Dude, Maui or Magui or whatever, the dish.
Yeah, the double machine gun man.
Yeah, he's insane.
He's crazy.
Exactly, yeah.
And I guess that's my complaint, but the thing is, you can just play him. So
yeah, you can also just play him.
It's not that big of a deal. So maybe if you're really into the competitive side of it, maybe there's some massive glaring flaws with it. That's not how I'm playing it. I get on with my buddies and we just have a good time. So maybe play it that way. Maybe play Heroclix that way. Whoa. I know.
Whoa, what?
Just you don't have to play tip of the spear meta looking to kill, cutthroat. Although I enjoy that.
Yeah.
I enjoy trying to break the game.
Every once in a while.
Yeah. It's not the sole intent, but it's okay to be that way. But if you're finding yourself being so negative about things like that, just don't play that way.
Probably a good idea.
So yeah, Overwatch 2, if you haven't tried it yet, it's free. Give it a try.
It's true.
I'm enjoying it. Anyway, Kalder, how about you? What's new?
Life's just been good. I've just really been enjoying, the whole being alive thing.
Living.
Life's good.
It's ripping.
To quote, Nacho
Carpe
Libre.
diem? Carpe
Ooh, I don't know about that. I don't know about all that. I don't know if I'm doing like that.
Yeah,
but
didn't you get that tattooed on your forearm?
Oh, gosh.
It looks nice,
yeah,
man.
dude. You like it? Really?
Yeah.
I thought it would be tacky.
I thought it should be bigger.
But yeah, so I've just been enjoying it. So like I'm a winter person, I'm a fall person. And when everybody else around me is like complaining that it's like, oh, it's foggy, it's cloudy, it's wet, and I'm like, this is my favorite. There's atmosphere to the world, it's brisk, I get to wear 3 jackets, my favorite thing in the whole wide world to do. Yeah, you gotta drip out, dude. Like
I've got some winter drip just waiting.
Winter's I don't know.
Just
I love
waiting.
winter, I love fall. I like that it was kind of rainy this whole week. I like that it's been cloudy. I love it. Like this is like my favorite weather. Like I don't find it, I don't know. I just like it. I like being cool. I like being chilled out. Being iced out a little bit. You know what I mean? I'm just enjoying
6 watches.
It. 6 watches.
6 chains.
Check them. Peep them. But no, it's just been good. I've been traveling back to South Dakota a lot. Been hanging out with my family. Seeing a lot of good folks. Seeing a lot of good friends. This last week, I've been really focusing on like Team Fortress 2 contracts to finish out Scream Fortress for Halloween. So me and my friends, Tom and Ann, have just really been playing the heck out of like TF2. We were just grinding a little bit tonight, just getting through these TF2 contracts. There's like one certain item that I've been trying to get for years, and it's the Beep Man, which basically turns the engineer into like this Game Boy kind of. He has like a Game Boy screen for a head, and it's like his like
that's pretty cool.
It can like change the digital like face can change based on like if he's winning, if he's dominating a player, if he's losing, like stuff like that, if he's like low on health or at full health and stuff. It's really cool. It's like usually a $40 cosmetic, right? It's like an expensive cosmetic for like some in-game pixels, right? But you can get it for free if you luck out. So every time you complete a contract, you get like a Halloween pumpkin, you open the pumpkin, you might get that cosmetic. Okay, and so that's basically what it is. It's just try to get as many contracts done, ideally all of them, and then unbox all of them. A little bit of gambling, a little bit of light to moderate gaming gambling.
I'm itching.
Which is just so fun.
I'm seeing red.
And so, yeah. But literally ever since, I don't know, like 5 years, I've still not gotten a Beat Man, and both Tom and Ann have gotten a Beat Man, and it just grinds me.
That's always how it is,
It's so hard, dude. It's so hard. So I'm just really hoping that like this is my year. I can get my Beat Man. If not, I guess it's next year, basically. But it's just been fun. I love the new TF2 game modes. They brought back like zombies again this year. They added a new zombie map, which is a ton of fun. That's like one of my all-time favorite like TF2 game modes that used to be a community game mode. They finally brought in like an official game mode after like 4 or 5 plus years. So that's really fun. I always just enjoy Halloween. Carnival of Carnage has all these mini like go-kart games, and it's also the special delivery game mode, which is my personal favorite game mode for like the normal game. So I've just been enjoying it. I love playing Team Fortress 2. I feel cured after I'm finally cured from Fortnite. I have no want to play Fortnite. I love it. I'm like,
good.
I'm actually having a blast. Like I do still like.
Hey John, if you're listening,
oh no.
Listen up.
Oh no! Like
get your roommate in here.
That is so wild. That is so insane. But yeah, like the new season doesn't interest me. I was a Marvel boy. I knew it was all about Marvel. I'm actually a little disappointed that Ash was never in the item shop throughout all of Halloween. I was hoping I could buy Ash from Evil Dead, but I wasn't able to. But anyways, and it's like, yeah, like I might still pop on here and there, but like you know how I was the first like week, 2-3 weeks or whatever. It was literally like every single night. till like 3, 4 a.m. a lot of the time.
Hey guys, up at a build? Okay, sick.
I don't play build. I don't play build. Stop. It's not cool. It's not chill. But yeah, so I'll still like jump on.
He's building on me
every once in a while. But like, yeah, I just feel like I don't feel like the crazy addiction to play Fortnite right now, which I'm pretty happy about. So
I'll never.
I just really enjoy playing Team Fortress 2, one of my favorite, my favorite game of all time, and I've just been enjoying it. It's just been fun. So yeah, just life's been chill.
A casual week.
It's been a casual week. It's been fun.
Yeah, you know the Dial H saddle. We're coming back up on it, but it's been a slower month, really. Like
the horse is still out there. We just got to go put the saddle on him. You know?
Really.
We still own the horse.
So we've been going back and forth on some bigger ideas, some bigger plans. It hasn't been moving as quickly as we wanted it to, but that's okay. It's honestly been nice to kind of, take our own break in a way. We're still here for you guys. Don't worry. We're still pushing content.
We're just chilling.
That's not a problem.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been nice to kind of be away from that in a sense to just kind of clear the slate where it's like, all right, I need to do some things for myself.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, kind of what we've both been doing, which is overall in the long term a good thing.
Pretty healthy. It's
a healthy thing to do.
Yeah. So,
but Heroclix is still life. Don't worry about that.
Oh,
always will
every
be.
Every day, all day, always. Well, we got a little bit of Heroclix news to kind of go over. It's not the most fun in the world, so I'm gonna start off. Black Panther, we have an official, it has been delayed officially until whenever it gets here. Mm-hmm. Basically, it was originally slated for the October 30th, 2024 release, but they say due to a significant system migration, we've encountered unexpected delays that have impacted the release schedule. WizKids goes on to say, we recognize this has caused frustration for our fans. We want to let you know that we are listening to your feedback. We deeply appreciate your patience as we work diligently to ensure that the Black Panther set, reaches stores as soon as possible. And then they said they'll provide an update release date as soon as they're able to. Thank you for your continued support. So, cool. Glad they said something about it.
Is anyone that mad about this, though?
Some people, were pretty up in arms about it, but, for me, I was like, okay, Black Panther. I'm like, I just enjoyed, Master of Time is still, baller, and I still, really enjoy playing Master of Time.
I'm not even close to done with Masters of Time. Honestly, they could have released any set. It could have been a whole Batman set. And I think I would have just been like, that's fine.
I'm not ready for a new set just yet.
People are
so close.
We'll talk about it later. We can talk about some archetypes that are popping up that are just wild. There's definitely some market stuff to talk about right now.
Yeah,
we can get into a lot of that, but so much of it is stemming from Masters of Time, as predicted, with the amount of archetypes that you can build out of it.
It's such a heavily involved set that just has so many good. And
Black Panther is just the reverse of it. Black Panther to me is a very complementary set, where it's not necessarily things you're building around entirely, but rather things you're using to improve existing things. And that's not surprising with the gods being a big thing. A lot of the set having leadership support. There were some bystanders spoiled in Black Panther that I think we need to talk about.
Those are actually immediately pretty dang nuts.
And this also opens up yet again another archetype in Masters of Time. These a few of these bystanders are just nuts. And we'll find them here.
Let's see. Is it still here with T2?
This guy is a 15-point non-theme, does not break theme. 15-point bystander with Wakanda team ability, so just hands out stealth to wild cards. Although stealth, not super valuable at the moment.
No,
but it has leadership.
Yeah, 15-point bystander doesn't break theme leadership.
Oh, Black Lanterns don't have leadership? Now they do.
Yeah.
Which, it's very
so
good.
Nuts.
On top of that, this, you can argue about the action efficiency here, but if it comes into play, fantastic. He's got a special power, which is nature manipulation power. Remove up to 3 terrain markers within range and line of fire from the game, or generate a hindering terrain marker within range and line of fire. Making hindering is nice, but removing 3 terrain markers. It looks like he has a 0 printed range, though.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a mistake on HC units, or maybe it was a mistake on the bystander.
It was a mistake on the bystander, so I think we're kind of waiting on some form of errata to say
But even then,
range 3 or 4 or something,
just removing terrain.
Oh, it's so good.
Pretty nice. And if it's on a 15 bystander,
it is a power action. He doesn't have sidestep, so he's not as min-maxed, right? Which is good. I don't want him to be.
No, he does enough.
Just the fact he's a 15-point leadership is just insane. So
it's absolutely wild. Any
this guy's
team,
nuts.
Because there were so many times I was building, I was like, "Where's my leadership at?"
Yeah,
it's right here. So these bystanders continue to be insane. Weasel, is also just...
No, Weasel's nuts. Still don't have one. I can get my hands on a Weasel so bad. Me too.
I mean, yeah, we need Weasels.
We need some Weasels. I mean, back in the day, the 27-point one from the Deadpool set, I always had 2 Weasels on my team. I kept 2 Weasels on my team.
And I'm weaseling around.
Little 54-point with my boys. Plus 2 stats. You kidding me? Oh, yeah. Junta here is also a solid bystander for 10 points. It just has Pulse Wave. And then after resolutions, place any hit opposing character next to them. Pretty dang solid. Pretty dang cool.
He's a flyer, too.
Again, 10-point flyer. Just carry.
Just TK him out, 11 toughness. For 2, but obviously you're pulse waving.
Yeah.
But again, a 4 range,
and he gets to zip somebody.
Well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 4 range, just bring it to you. And it's adjacent, so really it's 5-6 squares at the furthest. Yeah, place behind him. Yeah. Ooh.
That's pretty
light
spicy.
For 10 points. Yeah.
Is it 15-point leadership? No.
No, certainly
Still
not.
very good. A nice little pocket pickup. Goose comes in next. Happy to see this one back. I don't know who isn't. 15 points for a Flurry Plasticity Giant Reach 2. 6'10", 17-1 with Blades, Super Senses, Perplex, Tiny Size. That's pretty good. A 15-point Perplex. Another thing, again... We're not in the Scott Porter era
Chewy,
anymore.
It's glad to have you back.
Yeah.
I've missed you, Chewy.
Support powers cost points now, and you can get them unthemed. This is crazy. So yeah, Goose, fantastic.
Really rocks. Manifold is just this super basic 25 points. He's got no specials or anything, but he's a 10 phasing, 10 attack TK, 18 ESD, 2 damage.
No, that's barrier.
Prop. Oh, is that barrier? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
25 is a bit.
25 is a lot, but he's a TK.
I like the legacy more than
TK barrier prop. Pretty solid.
I'll pay the 10 more points for the legacy, in my opinion. Here.
Fair enough, but I like this. This is just really solid, and yeah, I would say over to. I don't want it to be undercosted. No, for TK barrier.
If it was
prop.
20, I'd feel better about it. Though.
Yeah, I feel fair, but yeah.
Based on the other ones, Dormilage, this one very
simple. Basic.
Yeah. Charge, Blades, Toughness, CCE, Black Panther team ability, 8-10, 18-2, 10-point Bruiser. Nothing special here, but it's a generic. It's fine.
Yeah, doesn't have to be nuts. Zenzi here is a Mind Control Super Senses Shape Change piece with a trait. Free. Choose a character within range. That character can use Battle Fury into your next turn. So 15 points. Who was it from the old JLU set that was 15 points that handed out Battle Fury? But either way, I love a way to hand out Battle Fury. Rollouts are my bane.
Oh, yeah, the Star Labs.
Yeah, the Star Labs
tech or something.
Cadmus Labs.
Cadmus Labs. There, the evil guys.
So... yeah, handing out Battle Fury, I absolutely love it. Venom Harness, Battle Fury on command, +1 stats on command. I love handing out Battle Fury, and this is definitely a bystander.
And it's a free action.
So yeah, free action to do it.
Action economy is fantastic there. Battle Fury is great. Shape Change is annoying. So there you go.
Yeah.
Kirby, the big little pink blobby boy.
But a sidestep for 5 points, I guess, is kind of what it is, right? Yeah. So it's kind of up to...
a little nightmare in dreamland situation going on here. But yeah, he's 6'9", 16-1, sidestep, Blades, Toughness, Shape Change, Tiny Size. I mean, if you got 5 points, it's not the worst thing. It's another bystander.
The Join is a hypersonic speed, precision strike, exploit bystander for 20 points. Plasticity, super senses. If the Join is within 4 squares of an opposing character, he cannot be targeted by range attacks. So he has the old school... I guess the slightly newer, really, symbiotic fusion trait that was in Empire that we saw. So
it's wild to me that something like this, I'm not.
I look at it and I go,
yeah. Precision strike, exploit for 20 points.
Just a pulse
hypersonic.
Wave. Pulse wave, it just dies. 20 points is gone. It's it's very scary. Super senses helps, and the whole game is by range attacks. Poison dead. Yeah, it's this is a scary 20 points of field.
I guess the old head in me is just man, if you had access to this.
Yeah, man, playing Scotty, paying 30 points for Scotty's Warbot back in the day. And you're this is so good.
This is unreal.
And it's all I have is super senses though, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Scary. It's terrifying.
There's also a Raven bystander, which is a 7-0, 15-0 Mystics TA, but has a damage special, Omen of Doom. So another 5-point bystander here as well. When an opposing character within 4 squares and line of fire attacks, attack rolls of 4 or less are critical misses.
Oh, dang.
Which, for 5 points, it's Mystic, so if they attack it to kill it outside of Pulse Wave, they'll take some damage. No line of fire required. Within 4 squares and line of fire, excuse me.
Yeah.
Still, that seems a
tiny that reasonable. I can carry up with me? Sure.
You're adding a pretty hefty percentage to crit missing. For 5 points, I'm not going to say it's an auto include, but you could probably fit it in. We're in an era with less equipment. You know, there's a reason. It's like if you're playing like a defensive team, throwing Raven on isn't the craziest thing.
No.
You know, not
solid.
an incredible bystander, but a situational one that could be cool.
Prey here is a pretty just cheap 10-point charge blades, combat reflexes piece, and 8, 11, 17, 2. Not much to go over. It's like fine. It's like sure, yeah, 10 points, little charge blades. Mm-hmm. Might as well.
Shield operative. This one is dope. Shield TA for 10 points. I know there's the War Machine Prime. What if you want to play a different Prime? 10-point shield. I'm all about that. But he also has Empower. So he's a 6'10", 16-0, stealth, in-cap, combat reflexes, and power. Has a trait as well. When an adjacent friendly character uses Outwit, Perplex, or Probability Control, increase the minimum range by 1. So, again, maybe not something you're reaching for every time, but if you have a lot of wild cards on your team, a 10-point shield that doesn't break theme. If there's anything to take away from these bystanders, it doesn't break theme. You get so much. So, you know, I know we're still in very much of like a... It's a very open field right now for what's being played, but theme is still good. It's always probably going to be good. Speccing to go first is usually pretty solid, especially in a smaller map era.
Yeah.
So you cannot discount things that you can add to your team that doesn't break like the shell of what you're trying to do. And again, you're getting an Empower. Like, you're getting additional support. So while you're probably not taking actions,
I like this a lot. Increasing
really
that minimum
good.
range, the minimum range by 1, and then also modifying it by +1, right? So it becomes a 4 or 5 to a 6 at least, right? Because now your new minimum is 5 when you use those, right? So then +1 from shield.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds right.
That sounds, yeah, it's like, that's really good.
You've convinced me.
Okay, I like that a lot, actually. Yeah, it kind of rocks. Viper here, super simple. A little plasticity poison super senses piece. Go ahead, little tie up. That'll feel kind of bad if they, I hit super senses. All right, this is more. I like this a lot more than Prey and a few of the other like no reducer bystander pieces, because now it's like, yeah, I'm tying you up. I'm gonna poison you unless you kill me. And like maybe I make super senses, or maybe I just die. But I like this for 10 points. Very simple, very solid.
Yeah. Midnight Angel. This is like the same opening powers as the rare.
Yeah.
Wakanda team ability, 15 points, 3 range. It's a flyer with sidestep. It's not bad.
It's really good.
6 sidestep, 11 precision, 18 invincible, 3 in power. Nothing that's going to blow you out of the water. I mean, it's kind of funny to have invincible on a bystander.
That's so gnarly. I don't know. The all pink powers is kind of really good.
Yeah.
For 15 points, this feels like the best deal so far, kind of. Like, it doesn't do like an insane effect or whatever, but like for raw powers, it's like, dang, all right.
That ain't bad.
This is hilarious that Iron Fist is a bystander, by the way.
And I like him a lot.
I do, dude. So, charge, precision strike, combat reflexes, close combat expert. So he's an 11 for 3 or a 12 for 3 for whoever he chose for Avengers. He has Avengers. He has a trait, the Iron Fist, which gives him knockback. When Iron Fist knocks back a character, knockback damage that character takes is unavoidable. This is going to be so much fun to play, dude.
There's got to be something there to make it goofy. There's got to be a way to give him like free force blast or something.
I'm happy that he's like a bystander, because otherwise, if this were like a character, it's like, yeah, I'm going to give him influence ring.
Yeah,
Your day is ruined.
But
you know what I mean?
Like, stunt on you.
So it's very
20 points.
It could have been 20 points is good. It probably should be 20 points. This effect is not like, this is going to be such like fun. This is like a fun effect that, because he's a bystander and not like a standard character, I can't totally abuse. Yeah, which is a good thing. But it would have been kind of fun to play.
So he won't like break the gate.
This does rock.
Will be cool.
I do like this a lot.
Mr. Red Wing, we know this guy. 8 hypersonic, 12 precision, 17 super senses, 1 damage, 15 points.
He's just not a slightly different from the main. Oh, what? Oh, that's got to be.
And regular size. He's got to be flyer.
That's got to be. Yeah, he's got to be flyer tiny. And he's also missing enhancement if it's based off like the normal set one. But maybe it's slightly different from the normal set, like the one that Falcon and Red Wing and then Captain America generate. And then we have Josiah X. Oh, this is a beast. Oh my gosh, I didn't look at him before. Wow.
Wow, stout.
Just, dude, this rules. 2 targets, 10 speed charge, 11 attack, super strength, 19 defense, invulnerability, and then a 3 damage, close combat expert. So he's a 12-4, picking up a heavy with like, giant reach 3 or something. This is sick. Yeah, another stout little 20-point. Okay, Josiah and Iron Fist are probably my favorites.
Does the super rare Falcon can he bring all bystanders back to life on a 50-50?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes me like all of these a lot more.
Yeah. Super rare Falcon and Red Wing. A Falcon Ring is part of a themed team. When a friendly bystander would be KO'd, you roll d6 on a 4 through 6. You place out adjacent to them instead.
Yeah, that rocks.
So yeah, it's just any friendly bystander. Keep
keep
really
your
rocks.
bystanders safe.
Yeah, it kind of
Under
rules.
the hands of Falcon and Red Wing.
Yeah,
So,
dang. These are actually... I really like these a lot. These are actually really sick.
I mean, the bystanders, it's crazy to say, but in the sets they've been in, they're going to be some of the most valuable things in the entire set due to their exclusivity.
They certainly are.
Which does give value to a chase booster, which is good. At the same time, though, it is insane that you open up a chase booster, you see the chase, maybe a prime even, and you're like, man, whatever, what bystander
I need the token. I need the
What
token.
poker chip did I get? What sticker did I get? Like, that's crazy.
It's really
to
true,
me.
though. It
But if
really
I
is.
open one, I know that's exactly, like, I'm praying for the good bystanders.
Yeah.
And in next phase, they were like a
100%.
surprise, right? We didn't
Right, we didn't
anything
know about them
it.
or whatever, so it was like, oh, these are pretty cool.
Flaming tuba, what the?
What in the... Huh?
And they were like,
Huh?
no, this ain't right. And
Yeah.
they just started pumping out these.
And they were like, yeah, Weapon X,
crazy
you know, give you a little weasel, give you a little time breaker. And it's like, huh? No way.
I would really like to see. I know, like, keep them exclusive. That's fine. Make them harder to get. Increase the secondary value on your product, right? Like, that's a good thing overall, I think. You know, believe it or not, I think having expensive things on the secondary market is healthy. Sometimes
It
it's
is.
unhealthy. We'll talk about that in a moment. But if they were able to, you know, maybe like in the same way they did ID cards, where you got like one headmaster ID card in a brick, right? Maybe if you're lucky, you got two.
Yeah.
Throw a bystander in a random booster.
I
in a
would
brick.
like that a lot.
Give your
I
single
would
pack
certainly
value
like
some
that a
more
lot.
value. Give your bricks a little more value. And then, you know, that's another thing. It's like, oh, I got dud super rares, but maybe I got that really good chase, or maybe I got the crazy bystander. That's, you know, like that 15-point leadership will be like $200. There's not a doubt
I mean,
in my
yeah,
mind.
absolutely.
So
Oh, it's just so good.
it's another thing where it's like, I don't know the cost on that, you know, whatever, but I think it's a way to increase the value. Or another cool thing you could do is put it as a topper on the brick, you know, along with a
sure.
legacy card. Because legacy cards
Oh,
kind of fall in the
individual.
similar camp where it's like, right, you either get like the crazy, like, oh my, you get the Green Lantern, the
Yeah,
world's
the
finest.
insane one.
Or
Or you
you
just
get
get like
Poo Poo
Ragman or
McGee.
whatever. Yeah, it's like, okay, cool.
It's like, oh yeah, he had a legacy for sure.
Yeah.
So, you know, just little things like that can, like, really make or break a brick. Like, if I pull this T2 bystander, I don't even care what's in the brick at that point. Like,
Yeah.
boom,
This
I
is
just
your money
won.
piece. It's
I can
kinda
open
wild.
my brick, like, cool-headed. Nothing matters at this point. So, I don't know, something to consider. I'm fine with them being exclusive, but to the point where it's like your store, like, has to get this prize, you have to pull the right one. Like, you could win, like, 3-4 of these things, still not get the bystander, and then you're finding yourself shelling out however much for, again, like a poker chip, which doesn't feel good. But if that's what it is, that I'm okay with that, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So there's my bystander tangent of the night.
I mean, I'd like to see more of them. Like,
I do
100%.
too.
Give me more Heroclix. Give me more bystanders. I love bystanders.
I love
They were
bystanders.
throwing, you know, legacy cards in a brick now, so a little extra, like a little mini pack in, you know? Mm-hmm. So that's, I feel like, more than perfectly reasonable to say we could probably pack in a bystander. Same thing, packing in the dice, right? Just certain
Even if it like
distributions.
replaced a common, there'd be people.
Oh, this would be so much. I mean, people would be upset,
about it.
which is wild. Like the same thing where they were upset about Batman team up, and it's like, no, I don't think you understand. This is worth so much more value to have a construct
you just
instead
got
of a character.
$60 stop sign,
Yeah,
brother.
like, oh my gosh. But yeah, there would be people that are like, what? I got this poker chip instead of another common figure? How dare that? How dare? But like, really, this adds so much more value. Like, any one of these is better than a common, basically.
Yeah.
Like, these rock, especially when they would only be like, whatever, like a tarot card or something, like 1 and 2, or 2 and 3 boosters or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, out of a brick, something like that would just be sick. So, no, I'd love to see these just a little more prevalent because
a little bit.
I don't know. It just,
They don't need to be everywhere. They don't need to be directly
I wasn't able to
purchasable.
play for a lot of chase boosters, you know. It's been kind of tough getting some of these chase boosters, and so I would like to see a little bit more. But I do kind of like the exclusivity of saying you got to come out, play, and earn.
Yeah.
But some stores aren't doing that, so it's, I don't know, it's kind of tough.
It's the same way, I think, with maps. Like, there are some maps that are
Yeah.
very powerful, and in order to get those maps, you have to not only buy a kit.
I do personally
That's
think maps
fine.
should all just be, I should be able to like, buy
You
a
should
map.
be able to have access to maps. Like,
Yeah.
the fact that
I
it's
think
like
you
one of the
need to have
best maps
access
in
to
the game
maps.
right now is your store needs to order a kit, and then you need to win. And if you don't win, maybe you're playing against it the next time. Like,
Yeah. I
That's crazy
think
to
maps
me.
need to all be like baseline play at home kit, whatever type stuff, and that's how you get maps. Yeah.
So there you go. There's our stand on
Hot takes, dude.
Yeah. Whew.
Insane. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Jumping out the oven here.
Get me out of this kitchen,
You
man.
know what else is hot right now, man?
What's that?
Is Towerette.
Oh my gosh, dude.
What happened? I'll tell you what happened. For those of you guys who don't know, Towerette, I think right now there's more of a seller's market than a buyer's market for this because I'm seeing more listed than I am seeing like responded to.
Oh, well, as soon as you see something going for like $300 to $400, it's like, yeah, I don't need this. I never needed this. Not for that price.
Maybe sane people. Mine's still...
That's wild, bro. Oh my gosh.
Can't do it. Can't break the setup. Can't do it. I'm insane.
Respect, I guess, but like...
I don't know. I mean,
$400?
I don't know. Some days I don't respect it.
$300 to $400, brother?
I don't think that's a realistic price right now. I think it's honestly closer to $200 if you want someone to buy. But
is it? Sure.
Essentially what happened is... Okay, so let's talk about Masters of Time here. People were crazy about these primes. All of these primes were so good. We were really big on Reverse Flash. He's done well. Blue Beetle, people were, I think, were way too high on. I don't think he's that great. I think in an era where...
Yeah.
Most things are 50 or less, playing something 75. It has to be Prime Spider-Man. He's not making 4 attacks a turn. Sorry. Get lost. Not happening. Xanadu, still great, but I think right now your Prime is geared more towards like dealing damage than it is towards utility.
Support, yeah.
You can still do it. And then you have Swamp Thing. Something that I said was overcosted, that would go down, that he's not that great. It's just that he's cool and he's a variant character. Boy, do I think I'm wrong right now. Oh my gosh. So let's talk about why. Necron, he is a Black Lantern. He is a Herald, so he can have gods for free assigned to him. So you can have Towerette assigned to him. He also has a trait that allows him to heal other friendly Black Lanterns past their starting line. At 40 points, Necron himself also gives the ability to heal Black Lanterns, again, past their starting line if they're in a grave terrain marker. 2 clicks anytime something dies. So turn 1... You can get support on Necron for free, heal something like Swamp Thing up to his top dial by rolling like a 5 or a 6 would do it, but you don't really need to heal him.
Be pretty low. He does all the same stuff.
Batman doesn't need to heal because he's better on his lower line. And then you don't have to play a Black Lantern theme. Like a big thing people are doing is playing the Deadpool and Elsa duo chase, which gives all your monsters, which is your entire team, pizza tokens. You can eat those pizza tokens to heal. If you're in a grave terrain marker, you can heal past your starting line because they're healing from themselves at that point. So right now, the Black Lanterns have a ton of opportunity to heal past their starting line. This new bystander gets them the leadership they need. Although Deadpool and Elsa already give them leadership, it's still another option if you wanted to go full Black Lantern. That seems more reasonable now. But so essentially what Swamp Thing does, his big turnkey, is that he says anybody occupying a grave terrain marker can't reduce damage. Your Ghost Rider, he can still use his invincible. He can't reduce damage. Your Kong, you can reduce damage all you want. Just kidding. No, you can't because I'm beating you. He also just has
penetrating does nothing. Yeah. And also, he would just cut through Kong.
So he doesn't even need to be in a grave marker, but certain things, there's things that reduce pen, now they don't. So just being able to say, like, that's gone, and now you're Batman with Flurry, he's just an 11 for 3. Maybe you give him something like Bucky's Army's a 12-4. He's now essentially doing penetrating to whatever has a grave marker under it. Necron can drop them for free. Swamp Thing can drop them for free. Batman can, globally, go to any of them. So you just have this insane reach. Deadpool Elsa is also just a very strong figure. So right now, you're seeing this crazy team make waves. Making waves may be a bit of an overstatement, but it's winning events. It's winning online events. It won the Iowa event. And it's just crazy. The mobility is insane. All you need to do is be able to see a square with something. And then free, boom, it's there. Here's Batman. Here's Swamp Thing. It's really easy to get them across. Doesn't require much line of fire. Congested maps, these guys get across pretty easily. So, Towerette is a massive part of that team because getting Necron, the support is huge. Also just gives him outwit, which is nice. And Necron can just...
A little 7-range giant outwit that sees their hindering terrain.
When things start dying, Necron becomes a machine gun.
Yeah.
12 for 4, he's pen up close or at range. 7 giant size, he's also just stealth. And all you need to do is KO 2 things for him to be there. And now you have a 40-point, 7-click, 8-click figure with just... you don't want to attack that, but if you don't, giant size willpower every turn, he can just blast you. So, The Black Lanterns have gone up in massive stock. I think the market's reflecting that. I'm seeing a lot more people look for Batman. I'm seeing a lot more people look for this Tourette. Again, though, I think it's more in favor of the seller's market. Another one, though, is the Shadoo. Shadoo, or should I...
Shadoo. Nah, Shadoo. She should do.
People were asking like $60 for her. I think she's closer to like nuts. 30 or 40.
I think like 30 to 40 is like way more fair. I don't know. Some of those eBay solds, I'm just like...
I don't believe them.
I don't believe them either. I'm like, come on
Fake news, man. I don't buy it. But Shadoo is good in multiples. But
she's real. I mean, we've been on her. Like,
I like her. I want to play her. But
she good.
I'm also... It's weird. I've heard other people talk about this, and I find myself kind of agreeing, Calder, that... Is this a figure that people ultimately talk about way more than they are actually going to play her? Whose favorite character is Shadoo?
Oh, like no one's. I've never heard of her before.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
So
no
that's
name,
a big proponent
DC
of
character.
It. I know like people will play to win, but Shadoo is not like... It's not like Flash, where it's like, oh, playing multiples of them is sick. And he rocks. And he's low point.
And he's awesome. And he's like a mainstay DC character.
Cool.
Yeah.
So that's like Wonder Woman 80 Flash, by the way. But this figure...
For those that don't know, yes.
Wild
idea.
Market pull here. Like, we said, like, hey, buy her. She's like $8 to $15. And then that same day, there was another podcast that came out talking about Shadoo. And I watched eBay, and I watched them all sell out. Which is wild. But again, like, if you picked her up for that cheap, she should have never been that cheap. This figure is still insane.
Yeah.
I just don't know if she's that insane. So I'm waiting to see the build
60, 70. I'm curious, and I've been talking with a lot of people, and maybe it's just, I'm talking to a small scope of people. I'm not talking with that many people that are building with her in mind, honestly. Like, for like what builds I'm getting sent or what I'm chatting about or what I'm playing against, none of them have Shadoo. I'm a believer in Shadoo, but like, I'm not seeing her get built with that much, and I haven't seen, there's not enough tournament data for anything right now, not until states start happening, but those are still silver, so it's like, there's better things, so like it's not really valid of like 300 modern of what the normal game is. So it's kind of tough to figure out whether or not Shadoo actually is this major factor. I do think she's good, but I also know that I'm not talking to anybody building with her.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. It's
weird
just up in the air
where people are demanding a price. I think a few people are paying it for something that's largely a question mark. But one question mark I have with this figure, I don't think this will be good, but man, if it somehow is, because you're making so many attacks, playing Shadoo on a marksman theme team, so you can get Elsa and Deadpool so there's your leadership. They're just a good figure already. You can get trick arrows for free on anybody on your team with the Green Arrow team up card from Masters of Time, because that was something that was clarified this week. So what he says is that when you make an attack with your marksman team, you get to note the roll. And so I'll just read it here. If Green Arrow is on a marksman theme team, when a friendly character hits with a ranged attack, note the attack roll. When a friendly character attacks and the attack roll matches an attack roll noted during this turn, the attack is a critical hit.
Oh, man.
So your Shadoo, your first one gets to attack 3 times. Depending on how many figures your opponent has, your next Shadoo could attack 3 more times. And then your next Shadoo is, so you can attack like anywhere from 5 to 10 times in a turn, and you note every single attack roll. So you roll a 7 the first roll, it's like every 7 you get after that is a crit now.
It's kind of fun.
So if you start looking at other things in the marksman keyword...
Marksman theme team gets you shifting Batman, Shadoo,
King Deadpool, also Bloodstone, Domino potentially.
I mean, Kate Bishop.
Yeah,
Elsa
Bloodstone.
Yeah,
Prime,
that's pretty big. Yeah,
and the regular one. The play-at-home kit, Kate Bishop, who can drive.
There's a lot of good. I mean, yeah, like the main super Kate Bishop, the play-at-home drive-by Kate Bishop.
If there was somehow a way to make Mern a marksman, because I don't believe he is a marksman.
I would love to see some keyword sheet for marksman, actually. That'd be so sick. Like the old school.
This is a really good team-up.
That would actually be really sick. This is really cool.
So I don't know. Again, I'm not saying it's like, this is meta-breaking.
Quickly fleshed out keyword, though, in 1 year. Now that I'm scrolling through, I'm like, yeah, there's pretty decent legs for marksman to stand on.
So you could potentially have like a team that's making 1 billion attacks, and it's like, maybe I'm just critting you out.
I don't know why marksman doesn't have any good close combat pieces, though. What in the world? Just kidding. Batman can shift into a close combat beast.
Genius.
Genius. Yep.
He's also making 2 attacks.
Oh man, also
The
true.
vigilante
Yeah.
one. So you can stack up so many rolls on that green arrow in one turn. And I'm saying it's an interesting experiment. You know, throw us what you got on that. I'd be curious.
It's funny.
Oh, hey, Ronan,
close combat piece. Yeah, I was making a joke, being like, yeah, because ducks, they're marksmen, so you shouldn't be good at close combat. But
He
actually,
gets to
there is
attack a
just
good amount, too.
There actually is just straight up Ronan, who is a close combat.
Marksmen's
good
all
figure.
just get to attack a ton.
Yeah, I mean Elsa, has a close combat piece. She's like a charge or a running
Oh yeah,
shot.
she has charge.
Yeah, never mind. silly
crazy,
joke,
dude.
but yeah, okay.
So yeah, I mean, you find a way to like get a pulse wave on that team too, and you stack up all your rolls, go for the big pulse wave, and just crit with it. Like there's cool
Pretty
things you
gnarly.
can build around by saying
Yeah.
like I'm going to attack a bunch, maybe not hit all of them, but then I'm going to start critting. Your crit
Yeah.
percentage goes through the roof when you have like 3 sets of dice on that, and then you have some probability control to maybe shift that. So I think that will be a fun experiment. The Vigilante Legacy card too is also not bad for 30 points.
And attack roll.
Like, he's Flight Passenger 2 with Toughness. He's got JLA, Hyper Time, some Range Combat Expert down dial. That's not what's important.
No.
He's got the Knockback, Pensai, free, make an attack, but only to target a character. Vigilante knocked back this turn. So again, like, 30-point marksman who makes 2 attacks.
Yeah.
Has a 10-square swing by himself. JLA, he's probably going to be a 12. It's really, like, it's something. I'm not going to say it's going to break the meta, but you could probably win a local with a marksman theme in the green arrow.
Like some
team
respect. Put some respect on marksman. That's
up.
pretty
Yeah,
fun.
man. Mark them. So there you go.
Yeah, I actually kind of want to mess around with marksman now. Yeah, see how like fleshed out it is. They obviously get access to one of the best equipment ever, Trike Heroes. Like, yeah, it's actually really fun. I can't wait to see it get fleshed out in the future.
Another interesting market take, Calder, is
Yeah.
Ultra Humanite. Still just a question mark. There's some people who believe he's amazing. There's some people who think, not so much.
Yeah.
People like me who think if you're playing animals, which I think is good, you're playing Ultra Humanite. Some
Animals
people
time
say he
stealers,
just dies, blah, blah, blah. So he
That
is
is my
still
worry.
just
I
like a
do
question mark.
still like him, but yeah, I am just worried that he does just kind of die. I get that he does a lot, but he's also still a big target. He can still die.
He will die.
Yeah.
But if that's what's dying, because I'm paying him to mobilize and to get me per Degaton.
Yeah.
And he has leadership, which is always good. But he has leadership from other sources, like per Degaton.
Yeah, exactly that.
So I think, it comes down to when you have your force, you understand things are going to die. I think I'm okay if he dies. So I don't know. But his market value is still a very large question mark. Is he worth it? Can't say. I like him.
I think he's pretty sick. I think he's pretty fun. I'm curious to see how things settle here in a little bit, because it's not usually this rocky after a set, so up and down, these big like wild swings that have been happening. But I think that just ultimately comes down to just more events finally happening, and we're in that dry spell, we're in that Heroclix dry spell. So once these events finally start to kind of like pop off, I think we'll see some more like steadiness in the market. But right now it's just creative juices are flowing, so things are getting asked for this way, that way, and it's pretty fun. But guys, we're going to go ahead and finish the show off with a couple of listener questions. And I want to shout out to all of our brand new Patreon members that joined us this last week. It is so phenomenal that you guys support everything we do. So joining up, we have Megan Porras, we have Aaron Lloyd, and Michael Corbin that all joined just this last week. Thank you guys so much. Oh, and also Fire Shield and who else is this? Joe McSherry and Tyler Benight. We have just a ton of new Patreon members. I'm really excited. Very soon, I promise, we are getting in some Massive Time tokens, and a lot of Patreon rewards are going to be shipped out. I'm actually super stoked.
Again, we do the
a lot of fun
rewards
stuff.
quarterly on that.
Yep.
So if you want to up your membership during like the shipment month, we don't have a problem with that.
No.
You can do that.
No problem at all.
It's just shipping every month is, oh boy,
Oh, it's just a hassle. It's a
too
hassle.
much.
Going to the post office, but we get it done.
not very
We're
cost
getting it done.
effective.
It's not. It's not.
So,
So we bundle all
Thank
these
you for
things
waiting
together.
for your rewards.
The same $6 shipping brings you more, which is pretty cool.
Exactly.
So thank you guys seriously so much for all the support that you've given us.
Thank you.
And we have a handful of questions that are, again, on our Patreon exclusive Discord. And if you want to join it, support us like all the wonderful people that I just mentioned. Tyler M. asks, where are the Fantastic Four in Clicks? They were gone for a decade, then back for a few sets, and now they are gone again. With the movie being released next year, isn't this the perfect time to push the characters?
That's interesting.
It is interesting.
So, let's say the Fantastic Four is just like an awful movie, like just terrible, and people are like, "Wow, I don't really like the Fantastic Four."
Why would you think that? What possible history could make you think that potentially there might be a bad Fantastic Four movie?
I don't have anything to go off of there.
Okay.
They've all been slam dunks. They've all been excellent cinema. No, so I think a lot of it, like with Peacemaker, we didn't see the Peacemaker stuff.
It took a while for that, yeah, but about
after
2 years?
the show was
about
out.
2 years, yeah.
I mean, X-Men 97 was just like a big hit.
Yeah, it's
we
true.
don't have anything there.
Yeah. So maybe once the movie comes out,
maybe
it's
like
hit.
Yeah. It could be like a wait and see thing rather than, we don't have anything like Superman. Well, there's the Superman booth coming out, but like that Superman movie.
Oh yeah, Up and Away. Yeah,
there hasn't been anything Superman related.
That's true.
There's been some other popular like superhero media, but I think typically it seems like an after the fact thing rather than a precursor. Like Disney Plus was. A bit of it was a precursor, but a majority of it,
had already
existed.
Yeah, a lot of it had already happened, which is really cool.
And then even with next phase, everything that they had, like that,
was almost pretty much already done.
It
was
like
actually all done.
Yeah,
that was all done. So
just looking at like their history with media, I think it could just be an after the fact thing rather than, we're preemptively going to push potentially another awful movie.
And it makes sense.
Into boosters.
Let's be safe about this. I think it's like, some movie sets come out before the movie is released.
Give me my movie-accurate Doctor Doom. Fanforstic Iconics, man. When are they coming?
The little screwdriver to save the day. It's clobbering time. Such the worst origin for its clobbering time ever. Oh my gosh.
Dude, it was awesome.
No, it was so cool.
Those movies are awesome.
So good. The worst part is I've seen like Fanforstic like 10 times.
I've seen it too many times as well. I mean, Luke and I watched the last time he was over here.
Oh, it's so funny.
We were just laughing. One note on Fantastic Four, though.
Go for it.
If I ever hit the lottery, legitimately one of the first purchases I'm ever making, and it's like, I don't care what I'm doing at the time. I don't care how I'm living. It's changing with this. Okay? When Fantastic Four Rise of the Silver Surfer came out, movie theaters had a life-size statue of Silver Surfer. You can currently buy one on eBay from the range, I don't know, like $3 to $7,000 or so. Yeah, done. Probably buying a couple, throwing them on a waterfall. Maybe I'm
a couple.
Yeah, probably getting a couple, man. One for personal, one for play.
I will say, like,
one to rock, one to stock.
I have like flip flop back and forth between like this is cool or this is like why, but I think I'm more solidly like in the cool. Like obviously this is cool. Like you win the lottery and it's like I have giant Silver Surfer from the movie.
Big Silver Surfer.
It is pretty
fountain
sick.
In my yard.
Fountain in the yard. I'm just like thinking of it like outside right.
Yeah, dude.
It'd be so funny.
Mailman comes up and you're just like, you like it, right? This is cool.
He would be like, yeah, this isn't tacky at all.
Says
this is actually one of the coolest.
Calling his work, getting him fired.
Oh my gosh. The Megan asked if we could go over the Pogs and the Black Panther set. Hey, we just did. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
It was a ton of fun. Luke asked, this like scared me. I had to message him earlier about this because these are all like...
I did not look at them.
I did not look at them either. No, I have no idea what these are. So he said, strap in for a speed round. It is time for this or that. Hypothetical NES Iconics edition. So he's basically just going to say, what do you want? This or that to get an Iconics, right?
You should cosplay as an NES.
And as an NES?
Calder NES?
Oh, jeez.
Just had that.
I knew that ultimately was what the joke was going to be because I've heard it before.
It's an opportunity. I can't be
Ian
Super Nintendo. That doesn't make any sense.
No, that doesn't make any sense. You're right. You're so right. Yeah, Calder NES. I'm like a gray box.
Yeah, dude.
My arms are like the controllers.
One arm could be the ray gun.
Oh, that'd be cool. The super scope? Oh no, the ray gun. Yeah. And then gotta have the glove.
Gun.
I have to have my.
You gotta have your power glove.
My power glove. Oh gosh, the duck gun.
From space, I got my power glove.
This or that. Number one is Kickle Cubicle
easy.
I don't know what any of these games are. Kickle Cubicle or Adventures of Lolo 3.
Kickle Cubicle, dude.
Sure.
That game. I have it. We could probably play it after this if you wanted to.
Sure, Ian.
Dude, that was my literally one of my favorite NES games ever.
Okay.
Found it at Goodwill for like 50 cents. Thank you, Dad.
Shout out.
Yeah, man. Easy one.
Next one, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or Double Dragon 2: The Revenge. That's actually like hard though.
Project Manhattan is so good. I gotta go TMNT.
I would go Double Dragon 2 because we already got TMNT already, and I would love to see the two like brothers in Double Dragon. That'd be pretty sick.
Double Dragon rocks.
Yeah,
but again, like he picked probably quite.
Those are so stacked.
My two favorite NES games back to back. I have to. The Manhattan Project is like a 10 out of 10 game, man.
Fair enough. Dragon Warrior 3 or Mega Man 4? Mega Man 4.
Mega Man 4.
Mega Man 4.
Are you kidding me? Don't play.
Mega Man's on the ballot, dude. I'm voting for Mega Man.
4 was baller, too.
Skate or Die 2, The Search for Double Trouble, or
How do you
Load
even
Runner.
know that one?
I don't know what either of these ones are.
Skate or Die 2? I also have this one. Awful
Did
game.
he raid
So
your
bad,
closet
dude.
for these like games?
That's
I don't even know where he's
man.
getting these
Deep
from.
pull. I gotta go Skate or Die 2.
Oh my gosh.
This was everywhere. This was like last stop would have like 15 copies of this. just trash.
Just
dude.
garbage. Mario Bros or Duck Hunt? Mario Bros.
Yeah, Mario Bros. Come on.
Why is it one or the other? Wasn't that a cartridge? Mario Bros and Duck Hunt is just a cartridge.
Yeah, that was like the Wii Sports.
Yeah, let's make that a cartridge, right? But no, it's Mario Bros. I would absolutely prefer Mario Bros. Now, what would be in the Mario Bros one? I don't know, Mario, Luigi, Peach, Bowser.
Yeah, if we're just talking like OG, just that. I mean, all I'm looking for really is Mario, Luigi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you gotta have at least Bowser.
A Bullet Bill would be cool.
That'd be cool. Is that
gotta
dude
have
that throws
Bowser,
the
too.
spikes in like World 5 or World 9 or whatever? He's on like Cloud and he throws little spike dudes.
Is that in the
guy.
first one?
He's in the first one, yeah.
He's in the first one?
Because like that's the one level I can never get past.
What is his name?
I don't know. I could Google it.
Cloud Bro.
Cloud Bro, probably. Hammer Bros. Those
Hammer
guys are
Bros.
tough. Mega Man 5 or Battletoads?
Probably Battletoads.
Probably Battletoads. That's actually a tough one.
That
I
game
wanted to
also
say Mega Man
rocks.
instantly, but
I did too, and then
it's got to be Battletoads over that.
only if there's a reference to Pawn Stars on one of their specials,
Oh
though.
gosh, why?
You don't know about that?
No. What,
There's
Pawn
this
Stars
long,
reference?
There's this long-running joke about how people would call the Pawn Stars line and be like, I have something cool. They'd be like, oh, yeah, can you describe it? And so they'd tell them, like, oh, it's this thing, you know, like, go along. Oh, it's this World War II memorabilia thing. And then at the end of the call, they'd ask them, do you guys have any copies of Battletoads? And they would instantly know. Yeah, they'd instantly know it was a joke. And so there's like a season of Pawn Stars where they had a framed copy of Battletoads in the
That's
background.
so funny.
Because people would
Did
just
not know that.
incessantly call them and ask, do you have Battletoads? So they stopped taking those calls, and then it became more elaborate. It's great.
so
Long running, like for years.
All right. What do we got next? Ice Climber, Metal Gear? Metal Gear.
Yeah,
Come
Metal
on.
Gear.
Are you kidding? Yeah, it's not even close.
That's
Metal Gear.
Easy one.
Dr. Mario Bros. Dr. Mario or Battletoads and Double Dragon, the Ultimate Team.
I feel like Battletoads and Double Dragon. Like, Dr.
yeah.
Mario was just Tetris.
Tetris just kind of worse. Kind of worse,
cool,
Tetris.
but yeah, never.
A Boy and His Blob or a Kari Warriors Boy and His Blob.
This guy's got all the hits.
This is wild.
Oh, I'm not like huge on either of these. I'll agree with you on a Boy and His Blob.
Yeah. That's where I'm at. Chippendale Rescue Ranger or Excite Bike? I feel like it has to be Excite Bike.
Dude,
Yeah.
I never had Chippendale Rescue Ranger. Excite Bike, though, was fun.
Kirby's Adventure or Super Mario Bros. 2 Kirby's Adventure?
It's got to be Kirby's Adventure.
Yeah, Kirby's Adventure.
We'll get the Mario Bros. Somewhere else. But Super Mario Bros. 2 does have a deep, deep pull. Like, you got 4 playable characters in that one.
Yeah.
You got Birdo as a boss, like, way too many
That's
times.
right, yeah.
You got a bunch of random stuff. You pull POW blocks that turn the screen black and white. Like, you could do some crazy stuff with that. But Kirby is my dude, so...
Yeah. Little Nemo, the Dream Master, or Fester's Quest?
I don't know either of these.
I don't know either of them either. Fester's Quest sounds cool, though.
Yeah, we'll do Fester.
Castlevania or Gargoyle's Quest 2, The Demon of Darkness? Castlevania.
Come on.
Manic Mansion or Super C?
Super C was a fun one.
Sure.
That wasn't like the best game ever.
Super C.
Dude, I'm just there's one game I'm waiting, if he says it, I'm gonna lose it.
Is it Rygar or Ghosts and Goblins? It has to be
Goblins.
Ghosts and Goblins.
Yeah,
Represent Arthur. Yeah. Mega Man 6 or Double Dragon 3, The Sacred Stones? Mega Man 6.
Mega Man 6. Yeah, Mega Man
Easy.
is so cool. We
Just
both
so
just
sick.
love Mega Man.
Ninja Gaiden 2, The Dark Sword of Chaos, or Mike Tyson's Punch-Out? It's got to be Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, right? Such iconic characters.
Dude, Ninja Gaiden 2 is like known as one of like the hardest games ever.
Mike Tyson's
if you want to see
Punch-Out.
somebody just be miserable,
Mike
watch
Tyson,
somebody
Little Mac,
speedrun it.
Coach, Glass Joe. Glass Joe is French. He's basically just Bill.
Mike
That's
Tyson
just
is
Bill.
also a pretty famous. Oh man,
I would be Mike Tyson's Punch Out. I think there's so much more reverence
As
in
a
that
kid,
for that
though,
game, though.
I just love Ninja Gaiden. I thought it was the coolest thing ever. Ninja Gaiden.
Gaiden.
Is it?
I think it is Ninja Gaiden.
I hear people say it both ways.
It's
Rage,
Ninja. It is.
Ra's al
No,
Ghul.
it is Ninja Gaiden. You are right. Yeah. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game, or Ninja Gaiden? Ninja Gaiden.
Ninja Gaiden.
Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah, we've gotten TMNT.
There it is.
I can give you Ninja Gaiden on that one.
Gradius?
Oh, Micro Machines, dude.
Micro Machines, yeah.
That game, come on, that was so good.
Mega Man or Bionic Commando? Mega Man.
Ooh.
First, you not like first? I mean, I know first Mega Man's
Dude,
not top Mega Man.
Bionic Commando. Dude, come on, this game
I
rocked.
never played Bionic Commando. I don't know Bionic
Oh,
Commando.
man.
No Mega Man, though.
I had it on Game Boy. I had it on
Only
NES,
if we
had
get
it
bad
on
box art. I
N64.
want bad box art Mega Man if we get normal
Yeah,
first game
he
Mega
gotta look
Man.
goofy.
Yeah,
Oh,
being all
man.
goofy.
We've
When he was
said
in that
that. I feel like I
SNK.
just have bias right now too because we've said Mega Man.
Said Mega Man a lot.
Bionic
yeah.
Commando's sick though. You know Bionic Commando.
I don't.
Spencer from.
Oh, that's Spencer? Oh,
Yeah,
dang it.
It's like the new Bionic Commando.
He is so sick. Mega Man 1's
But yeah,
not.
like, you
Mega
like
Man 1 is not
grapple
the best
around.
Mega
You
Man.
got a gun. Dude.
Oh, no, that is cool.
It's pretty sick.
Just like in Just Cause 2. I love grappling around and having a gun.
Yeah, dude.
Adventure Island or Mega Man 2? It has to be Mega Man 2.
Yeah.
Mega Man
Adventure
2 is just
Island
too
is
good.
a really good game though.
Love Mega Man
He
2.
dug through my oh my gosh. He kinda dug through my
Castlevania
butt.
2, Simon's Quest or River City
That's
Ransom.
like the best Castlevania game.
You gotta go
give it to
Castlevania.
Castlevania.
Blades of Steel or Bubble Bobble? Blades
Bubble
of Steel.
Bobble, dude. Bubble Bobble
All
was
right.
fun.
Little bubble bobbling boy.
I'm realizing, man, kind of bust out the NES again.
I know, dude. Itching. Kid Icarus or Contra? Dang.
Contra. Contra is like, dude, come on.
I'm definitely leaning like, yeah, it's got to be Contra, but like, Kid Icarus, nah, Contra. Yeah, that's
Contra
a tough.
is
That's actually a really tough one.
banger, dude.
Mega Man 3 or Final Fantasy?
Mega Man
Fuck
3.
you.
I don't like Final Fantasy.
I never played a Final Fantasy game.
The first one
So
is-
iconic.
well, okay, I shouldn't say I don't like Final Fantasy. I don't like the original Final Fantasy.
Fair enough.
Like, dude, trying to play that game, you're just like, there's no instruction. You're literally just
oh yeah, you're just lost,
walking.
wandering around. Yeah, it's fair.
I tried, man.
It's fair.
It's not. Ugh, too much.
DuckTales or Super Mario Bros. 3?
Super Mario
Super
Brothers
Mario
3.
Bros,
That's
yeah.
the best Super Mario Bros.
Dragon Warrior or Castlevania 3 Dracula's Curse?
I never had Castlevania 3, so I'll give it to Dragon Warrior.
This sounds so sick, though. Dracula's Curse?
Dracula.
Dracula, you say? Like, I want to give it to Dracula.
Maybe we can give it to old Draco.
Oh, well, Drake. All right, how do we end this off? Any
Dude.
guesses?
I'm not going to say it till the end, because if
Okay.
he put this game in here, if he doesn't put the game in here, all right, he's fake.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so Super Mario Bros. Or Legend of Zelda?
Super Mario Bros. All day.
Between the two,
All
I've
day.
played more Zelda games.
That's
but, like,
wild.
the
No,
original...
it's not.
The original Legend of Zelda, I've like never beat. I've played it, sure. So, do I want the original Legend of Zelda that much? I'd probably just prefer Ocarina of Time. So, I guess I would give it to Super Mario Bros. But I love Zelda so much. I really do.
Yeah.
That's actually like a pretty tough call. But yeah.
I like Mario so much more than Zelda.
I
It's
love
not even
Zelda.
close for
No,
me.
I definitely prefer like Zelda games. 100%. I definitely prefer Zelda games. I
I think
love
I've
Link as a
beaten
character.
like one Zelda game in my life.
Really? Which one?
They're
Ocarina?
just not for me, man. The Wind Waker.
Wind Waker? Oh, sure. Wind Waker's good.
But I just like,
I love Zelda games, man. Oh,
they just don't do it for me. Would
that's
rather,
wild. A little adventure? You want a little adventure? Get cool items, get stronger, kill Ganon?
man, side-scrolling Marios, Mario Galaxy, Mario Odyssey. Oh gosh, I just like them so much more. Zelda is just, especially like, I'll be honest, man, the new Zeldas, like these open world ones.
Okay, I haven't played those. I don't really mess
don't
with Breath
get
of the
it.
Wild. I don't really
get
get
it.
them. They're not for me. I like a game with levels. I like a game that's like this, and this. Like I'm not in love with open world stuff. I don't really like
I can
open
get
world
down
for
with
Zelda.
open world stuff,
And
but
I love,
Zelda for some
you know,
reason? No,
It's
sorry,
like
sue me.
open world adjacent is kind of what Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask are, you know, like kind of sort of not really open world, but there is such a thing as too much for me anyways.
Yeah,
Like,
agreed.
but I also personally I don't like play Fallout or any open world stuff for that matter, really. I'm not an
Yeah.
open world guy. So
Well,
dang, Luke,
the game-
wild list.
The game I was looking for from Luke was MC Kids.
MC Kids?
A McDonald's exclusive NES game that was just like a Mario Bros. Clone. Yeah.
Wow.
It was honestly like fun though.
Luke, I want the same list for SNES games so bad.
Yeah.
So bad. That'd be fun.
Okay, number 1, Wolverine Adamantium Rage. You guys want a banger soundtrack? Actually, just one song.
Just one
Wolverine.
song.
Dude, it's so corny.
Captain America and the Avengers, obviously, love, biased, SNES release of that. But of course, Shaq Fu, the GOAT. Shaq Fu.
Man. Donate
so
your
iconic.
Shaq Fu
to get it destroyed.
Yeah.
From that one guy.
that one guy was on
just
the cliff.
hates it. Crazy.
That was a really fun
That was
question,
really
though,
fun.
man.
Yeah. So shout out again to all our amazing Patreon members that support everything we do here. We really can't do this without you guys. So we absolutely love seeing it. And if you, the listener, want to become a Patreon member, go to the link in the description of the podcast. We have a link tree with all of our links. You'll be able to join the Patreon. Dial H Podcast on Patreon. Go ahead and support us there. We really, really appreciate it. Or if you just want to send us questions, you can send us questions at dialhforheroclix@gmail.com or on Facebook at Dial H for Heroclix Podcast. You can send us a message there if you want to ask us questions and everything. Like always, again, please, if you follow us, make sure you leave us a review wherever you listen to the podcast, whether that's on Podbean or Spotify or iTunes. A review really helps out a lot. We'd really appreciate it. If you're listening on YouTube, thank you so much for making it through all these ads. I really appreciate it.
Yeah,
Feel free to pop us a comment. We've been getting a lot of YouTube comments lately on the podcast, and I just want to say to everybody, we really super appreciate them. So thank you a lot. Ian, any last shout outs before we end the show?
One shout out. Just kidding, I don't have any.
All right, cool. Well, guys, Dial H for Heroclix is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, where you can find cool stuff in stock every day, including all the latest Heroclix singles and sealed products. Make sure you check them out at CoolStuffInc.com. You can go to shop.wizkids.com. Use code DialH10 for 10% off anything that's on a pre-order, Iconics, or specialty deal. This is Dial H for Heroclix. For all your Heroclix content, podcasts, unboxings, and more, make sure you Dial H. And like always, happy trails.
Bill.
Yeah, he's on your left. Yeah, he's on
There's a
your
cap, there's a cap.
a Captain America. Yeah, he's on your left. Yeah, he's on
There's
your
a shield,
left.
there's a shield.
And it's on your left. Yeah, he's on your left. Yeah, he's on your
When
left.
he's on your left, he's on your left.
He's Captain America on your left.